This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and most of our students haven't been able to go to a World Cup game, and so being able to be there, experience something that they enjoy watching live is really exciting, and I know for our staff as well, we're super excited.
This is Hourglass, the podcast for United Way of King County in Seattle. As the FIFA Men's World Cup wrapped up on July 19th, this week's episode closes out our coverage of the tournament's impact on local communities and organizations. We'll spotlight El Centro de la Raza, a local United Way-supported nonprofit that sent 24 youths from its middle and high school programs to the World Cup final match here via free tickets from the City of Seattle Mayor's office. We chatted with El Centro youths and staff about the once-in-a-lifetime World Cup experience, as well as ways the organization located in Seattle and Federal Way keeps youngsters engaged in its programs all year long. We will also spotlight our free summer meals program and our community partnership kit offerings. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for tuning in. One way to gauge the impact of the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup on the Seattle area is to consider the facts and figures. According to Seattle World Cup 26, the local organizing committee for the city's participation in the tournament, our area welcomed more than 750,000 fans and visitors between June 15th and June 27th when group stage matches were played. The organizing committee said that King County Metro and Sound Transit moved more than 1.1 million combined riders during the first two matches alone. And Fox 13 News reported that the marketing organization Visit Seattle said the World Cup brought record hotel revenue and a 40% revenue growth for businesses compared to the same time last year. Another way to gauge the World Cup's impact was to check in with local community organizations, particularly those who serve our youths. They included many United Way of King County-sponsored nonprofits, some of whom held their own World Cup-related festivities, and some who took youngsters to matches at the then Seattle Stadium. United Way-supported nonprofit Native Action Network hosted Kickin' It Indie City, a multi-day community festival celebrating Indigenous culture through art, music, food, workshops, and soccer. United Way-supported nonprofit Glover Empower Mentoring said that a few of its mentees attended the USA versus Australia match here, courtesy of tickets purchased by former Seattle Seahawks legend Marshawn Lynch. As reported recently on Hourglass, 6 youths from the United Way-supported nonprofit 4C Coalition took part in a flag-bearing ceremony for the round of 32 World Cup match here. Lastly, United Way-supported nonprofit El Centro de la Raza took 24 youths from its middle and high school programs to the final World Cup match in Seattle, USA versus Belgium, on July 6th. El Centro said that the free tickets were donated by the Seattle Mayor's office, which partnered with the local World Cup organizing committee to send more than 1,400 Seattle youths and their caregivers to World Cup matches. El Centro took youths from as far as Federal Way to the USA-Belgium game about a week after it hosted a FIFA World Cup festival and watch party that featured youth activities, music, and cultural performances. El Centro's youths who attended this year's World Cup say that it's one of the many ways the organization has impacted their lives. Located in Seattle and Federal Way, El Centro de la Raza provides programs year-round to address the immediate needs of children and youth in our community. Those programs include a child development center, a bilingual multicultural curriculum to children ages 1 through 4 to develop self-awareness and cultural pride while building cognitive skills, an after-school program that provides mentoring and tutoring to students ages 5 through 12 to improve school attendance, homework completion, and academic performance, and the College Readiness Program, which cultivates low-income Latino youth for higher education and future success by clarifying the requirements for college admission, assisting with school application and scholarship processes, and teaching parents how to become involved in the college prep process. Youth programming is one of the many ways El Centro de la Raza has served as a hub and a voice for King County's Latino community. United Way is proud to have not only supported the organization, but we've partnered with El Centro to provide community resources such as our free text preparation campaign and a local Parent-Child Plus site. Just moments before El Centro youth and staff traveled to the then Seattle Stadium for the area's last World Cup match, Hourglass visited the organization for a chat with youths and staffs about the once-in-a-lifetime World Cup experience, as well as the ways the organization keeps youngsters engaged in its programs all year long. We began with Maria Cesares, El Centro's Youth Services Co-Coordinator, who spoke on how the opportunity came about.
So we were really fortunate enough to get a donation from Katie Wilson. So she worked with our executive director to figure out what youth in our programs and also what programs at Centro to hand these tickets to. So really that's how it started. And the students that are able to come on this field trip are students from our summer program. So we have programming from middle school all the way up to the age of 21. And so really we try to think of those students that haven't had much opportunity to be involved in World Cup experiences. So a lot of them are from our programs down south. Yeah, they're really excited.
How many young people are going and where are they coming from?
Yeah, so we have 24 students going today with 6 chaperones. The majority of them are from our Federal Way program. So serving, they attend Evergreen, Kylo Middle School, Thomas Jefferson High School, and then we do have a couple students from our Seattle programs, mainly middle schoolers that go to like Washington Middle School, Mercer Middle School. So we have a mix of multiple different areas.
Tell us about your summer program.
Yeah, so in our summer program, like I mentioned earlier, we serve middle school, high school, and then beyond. So really in our summer program, we're trying to do a lot of similar programming that we do in the fall or during the school year, but with the idea that we're also taking them outdoors, giving them experiences that often they don't get to experience with their family members. And so we focus on culture enrichment. We also focus on academics. And then really with all that, we focus on community building. So we want to make sure that students feel safe and protected when they're with us, but also get to know other folks in the area, make friendships, and also get to know like people from other schools. So often we combine our programs and do shared programming so they can get to meet each other.
What was the first thing they said when you told them they were going to go today?
Yeah, I think they were all super excited. And this is the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And most of our students haven't been able to go to a World Cup game. And so being able to be there, experience something that they enjoy watching live is really exciting. And I know for our staff as well, we're super excited and pumped. So we wish we could take all our students.
As El Centro youngsters and staff converged on the nonprofit Seattle location before the World Cup match, we chatted with 2 youth slated to go, both of whom attend Thomas Jefferson High School in Auburn. Daphne Canales Rosaldo said she looked forward to going because she is a huge soccer fan.
Because I watch it daily, like every day.
And who's your favorite team?
Mexico.
So how often do you guys do stuff like this, games like this, as outings at El Centro?
I would say often, like we'll go to field trips and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so, when you come here, what do you do? What kind of activities do you get involved in?
Just talking to others and communicating and also helping other people.
Genesis Castaneda is a senior at Thomas Jefferson High School. She began attending El Centro 5 years ago, and she credits the organization for helping her forge a path for college and beyond.
Currently, I'm in the Running Start program, so I'm already at a local community college. I'm getting my AA in pre-nursing.
Oh, awesome. And what school is that?
It's Highline Community.
Highline. And so do you plan to go on to a 4-year school?
Yes, I plan to transfer over after I'm finished with my AA into another local community college in California.
Okay, what do you hope to do with your degree?
I hope to get into radiology.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So talk to me about what this means to you to go to this event.
This means to me, it truly shows how far this program has taken me. I have been part of this program since 2021.
Okay.
I have been here for a while, and it's really nice to see, like, throughout the years, different events we've been able to go to, and I'm really fortunate enough to be able to come to a World Cup game. It's my first ever World Cup game, so I'm very excited.
When you first started coming to El Centro, why did you first start coming?
I first started coming because it was recommended to me by my counselor back in middle school. It was during COVID days, so we were all online. So it was a very difficult time for everyone, and they had introduced me into El Centro. It was still online, but they helped me a lot, especially my parents. And they've done a lot for me throughout these years.
What are some of the programs that you do at El Centro?
There's really a lot of programs that they offer, especially really help with anything that you might need, from, needing someone to talk to or needing help with, schoolwork. So that's really helped me a lot as well.
And so what are your most memorable besides this? What are the things you remember, the programs or the events that you've been to you remember most?
Some things that I remember the most, other than the events and the programs, are the teachers, because they have been really the ones who have shaped me to who I am today. But an event specifically is one time a few years ago, they took us to Wild Waves, and it was really just a really comforting moment for myself, because all my friends were together. We were at a nice water park and just enjoying ourselves. It was really nice.
As youngsters and their chaperones lined up for a group photo, El Centro Associate Director Miguel Maestas was asked to compare the World Cup match to other events he's attended.
I really can't compare it to anything. And really, the youth that I've talked to, only one has been to a soccer game. Oh, wow. And went to a Sounder game. The other ones haven't even been to the stadium. So just the fact that they're able to go to the game, have this incredible experience. Obviously, this would not be possible just given the cost for the youth in our programs to be able to enjoy this experience.
Then it was on to the World Cup match. The youngsters and staff entered the Beacon Hill Light Rail stop for downtown, only to discover that train service had been suspended due to an accident. That meant switching to a packed Metro Transit 36 bus downtown. The group then walked a few blocks alongside thousands of World Cup fans eager to enter Seattle Stadium. The U.S. lost to Belgium 4-1, but Cesara said that didn't dampen the fun and the excitement.
All the students had lots of fun. I think it was they were all really excited to be able to watch the U.S. play against another team in Seattle, a place where they call home. So they were all really excited. Some of them were rooting for the U.S. Some of them were rooting for their team, Belgium. But I think, the energy, we were sitting around other youth programs as well. And so I think the energy was just really high, and they were all super excited. We had a student that took some face paint and started painting other students' faces. So the energy was really great. And even though the U.S. lost, I think they were just excited and appreciated the opportunity to be able to go to a game. Some of them have been able to go to the various games. I think the majority of them have never gone to a Sounders or a soccer game. So it was a new experience for them, which was, they were really excited, very appreciative. And then on the way back, there was a lot of people. We had to take some pauses because I learned how to navigate getting back home. But everything went really smoothly. They were all tired at the end of the day, which I think is always successful because it means they had a lot of fun and got all the energy out. So I think everything went really smoothly, and the biggest thing is it seemed like they all had lots of fun.
Well, we talked so much about the impact that it would have on the young people. What was it like for you and maybe the other chaperones and staff at El Centro?
Yeah, I know. I can probably talk more about myself than like the other staff members, but I know we were all super excited and super pumped, and you know, we were only able to take a small group of our team members. And so we did this raffle to make it random and, be able to give everyone a fair shot at being able to go. And everyone was super excited. No one had ever been to a World Cup game before. Um, and I think everyone who ended up going really enjoyed watching the game, really enjoyed being able to see like a soccer game in real life action. And so I think very similar to the feelings that the students were feeling, the staff members were feeling, because it was a first for many of us. And so, yeah, I think we were all super excited, super pumped. Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Great. Thank you so much, Maria, for all your time on our podcast and talking about just how great this was for your program. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for giving us the opportunity.
For more information about El Centro de la Raza, log on to elcentrodelaRaza.org. United Way of King County's free summer meals campaign is back. This year, United Way is working with partners across the state to expand access to summer meals and connect families to free, nutritious food. In King County, United Way is supporting partners by launching new sites, strengthening outreach, and testing creative strategies to reach more kids and families. Statewide, we're focused on expanding access in rural communities by working with partners to launch mobile meal routes, home delivery programs, and other flexible models where traditional meals aren't always feasible. United Way works with partners across our county to operate nearly 200 free summer meal sites that provide lunch, a snack, and sometimes breakfast or supper daily. United Way's goal is to ensure that every child has access to food during the summer months. More information can be found on the Hunger Free Washington website at hungerfreewa.org/free summer food. If you're a company interested in volunteering and team building, consider United Way's Community Care Kit opportunities. Community Care Kit offerings are packages loaded with essential items for King County residents based on needs identified by neighborhood-based organizations. Assembling and distributing those kits is part of a volunteer project known as Kit Builds, and we've hosted kit builds for companies and organizations in our area for more than a year. Among the organizations that have taken part in kit builds are Amazon, the Gates Foundation, PACCAR, and Microsoft. And ArenaNet and Finvari have kit builds slated for July. For information on how you can sponsor a community care kit offering opportunity, log on to uwkc.org, click on Get Involved, click on Volunteer, and under Group Volunteering, click on Learn More. At United Way of King County, we are working side by side with communities to build an equitable future for everyone. Hourglass United Way is a podcast that highlights how we and our partners spend time making a difference in our communities. Our work is made possible by generous donations from people like you. Please send all comments and suggestions about our podcast to hourglass@uwkc.org. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn via @UnitedWayKC. And to learn more about our work or to support United Way, log on to uwkc.org. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for listening. Until next time.